Brats, if you've got yourself a new Quest 2 and you're thinking, what is the best way to protect this thing, really make it last long term? AMVR sent us something that's supposed to really help with durability. Let's check this out. $19 right now is what this is gonna cost you. It comes in clear, red, blue, or black, although I really think looking at them, clear is the only one that makes any sense with it. Always use that small, sharp unboxing knife. When you got tape to deal with, maybe whack the wall while you're at it. And what we have here is one protective shell and two little side pieces. So I think this is technically the clear one. It does look pretty dark. What this is meant to do is this is a shell that goes over the front and just gives an extra layer. It's kind of like a phone case. Couple questions though. One, we've got fans on our Quest. Can you even use it with a fan? And two, can you use it with these aftermarket straps that we have? Because it also comes with these side pieces, which I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to connect to either of my straps I have here. So at first glance, definitely not gonna work with a fan on there. I'll try popping that off. Slides on easy. And of course, short of my headset having eyes on, I feel like this would look pretty good. You know what, I feel like they sent me, this has gotta be the black one. This cannot be the clear one. It adds quite a layer of thickness. It does add 65 grams of weight, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is on the very front that's already kind of front heavy. And then these each are gonna add, I think they're like 6.5 grams each. So you end up with around 65 grams of weight if you use the whole thing. Obviously here, I can't really utilize these. Yeah, I couldn't really, I mean, I could get them on the Bobo VR if I wanted to for looks, but it's not really doing much. I've already got the Bobo VR strap on there, so I don't see much of a point to using these. I will say for the Quest 2, I've owned them for a long time and they are pretty durable. I've never dropped it on a hard floor. If you are someone who lives somehow in a place where your floors are concrete, this probably wouldn't be a bad idea. People have dropped the Quest, not a long ways, but like I've seen it get dropped a foot or something when they were going to take it off and set it down. And if this was to drop on hard concrete, I would feel a little better about it having this protective shell. It doesn't cause any issue with access. I have headphones in, I have this big charging port here, but I would not be able to get this on the charging dock anymore with how much thickness this adds. So it wouldn't work in my normal Bobo VR charging dock. It's got holes for the fans at the top and bottom, so it's not gonna impede your airflow going through. It's got pretty good wide holes around the camera sensor, so it looks like it's not gonna block that. It's not blocking the mic or the volume rocker. It's a pretty well thought out shell, I've gotta say. If you're looking for a shell, it's not something I need personally, but if you're looking for one, this really is gonna do a good job and it stays on there solid. I really like how it actually feels on there. And if you're rocking a plain Quest and you think it's a little boring, you might spice it up a little, maybe get one of the colored ones on there for this instead. So not bad. These things though, I don't know that these, let me check. Okay, we've got one Oculus Elite strap right here. So it looks like if you did have the Oculus own brand strap, these are meant to actually be able to fit on there too. So you'd be able to get these on there with the protective shell just fine. So maybe a little extra feature. If you're rocking the stock strap or the Oculus Elite strap, it looks like these weren't meant to be made for that. Last test, I do wanna see, can it fit the KKCOB fan? I gotta figure out how to take this thing off now. There's just kind of these little arms that grab on, and that's what's gonna keep this thing on over time. Comes off easy enough. Yeah, you have any sort of fan on your Quest, this isn't gonna work for you, because the KKCOB fan needs to snap into place, and so now those arms aren't reaching back. So if you're like me and you're rocking a fan, this isn't an option for you for sure. You'd have to go with some sort of silicone protective cover instead, which I don't like the silicone ones because they slip all around and they can block your tracking. But for what they're trying to do, this is doing the job. It's gonna give you some decent protection and it looks all right. So I will leave a link in the description. Thanks again to AMVR for sending us that to check it out. I'll probably end up giving it away to someone who has a Quest because I don't really have a use for it, but it's cool. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us here today, and I will see you in another reality.